My name is Raila Jaffer, and I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was diagnosed with vasculitis GPA in 2019. So I've had it since then, and then I was also diagnosed with autoimmune hepatitis. And they transported me through like the hospital plane to um, Denver Children's Hospital. And I don't even remember like getting off of the plane. I only remember getting on. So that whole experience was, like, terrifying for me. I didn't know, like, what was gonna happen. I didn't know what was happening. And as soon as I got there, I, like, briefly remember getting there. My parents have told me that I went up to, like, one of the floors, but all I remember was being in the ICU. I briefly remember, starting to, like, cough up blood, and then, like, I had to get an IV put right here in my neck, and so I remember they telling me they were gonna sedate me for it. And so I was like, I mean, at the time, like thinking back at it and how my reactions were at the time, like I obviously was like shocked, like I didn't know what to do. I think the hardest part was the weight gain from the steroids. Coming back to school, when I did, like the first day back with everyone asking what happened, like why do you look different, like why were you gone? I think answering those questions were hard for me because I wasn't the type of person who wanted many people to know. And I didn't want people to feel bad for me about it either, so I didn't tell many people. So I think going to school with a different appearance was definitely the hardest part. And the beginning with all the different treatments and different medications was probably the hardest part. I was very negative about it at the time. I was like I'm not going to be able to get through this. I've just been playing soccer since I was like 5, and so obviously like bringing on prednisone was not very easy. So I was like in a very negative mindset towards that, and I was like, I'm never gonna be able to play soccer how I used to. But yeah, so that was like my mindset at first. But now like I'm back playing soccer and stuff because I never gave up. Obviously, like when you're on prednisone, you don't like feel the greatest mentally. So like mentally, I was struggling a lot, and I got the support from my family helped me a lot. And in school, the support of my closest friends helped a lot too because they knew like the severity of it and what had happened. And actually, like on my first day of school back, I remember that it was in I was in biology and I like randomly just started crying. And also, my sister was at the same school at the time. She was a senior. So one of my closest friends like took me out of the classroom, like to the bathroom, and like supported me through it a lot. My sister helped me a lot. And my teachers were just really supportive overall and like understood what was going on. I never even knew that vasculitis was like a thing until I was diagnosed with it. I think educating people about it, especially because it's like a rare disease, but it's also not extremely rare. Um, because like and like even my family, they had no idea that it was gonna a cold and like some stomach pain was gonna turn into something like totally huge, and I would be on prednisone, I would be on a ventilator, be getting plasma because of everything that was going on. Like I missed so much school. I wasn't able to hang out with friends very often. I also didn't do like a lot of schoolwork, but I still ended the year with like good grades because when I like after that the whole like sickness calmed down a little bit more towards the end of my sophomore year, I was able to catch up on everything. And so it gave me like a lot of courage, like thinking about like if I can go through that, like I can handle like a lot of things that come my way in the future. So in a way, like it helps me with my confidence a lot.